Man, yesterday's episode was a long episode. I was not expecting to be as long as it was, and I got to the end of editing it, and I was like, holy crap, there was a lot of stuff in here that I just left in. And there was a lot of stuff I cut, and it was one of those situations of recording where I'm just doing my thing, and then I get to the end, and I'm like, wow, I've been recording a long time. And yeah, the result was a super long episode. And some of you guys were like, hey, Zen, I love the long episodes. And I'm thinking, I know you do, but I do want to mention it here. The vast majority of Terraria viewers don't. If you like the channel and you like my content, you like the long episodes. But the average Terraria viewer definitely does not. They don't have that kind of attention span. Am I calling them young? Yes, I'm a boomer compared to most of them. So today's thing is we're going to try to do the Primordials. So we need to use a Doomslayer's coin, which it says only usable at night. But how does one make a Doom coin? We need a bunch of ingredients. So we have a couple of options here. I could buy the ingredients, right? I could go make money and I could buy the ingredients. We could go farm the pillars again and maybe kill the Moonlord again. The thing with that to consider is the Moonlord does drop a weapon for the Bard. It's basically Lucio's gun from Overwatch, which, oh my goodness, you want to talk about how busy I've been lately? I got the Overwatch, okay, backstory real quick. I'm a Diablo partner. I work alongside Blizzard making content for the game. I usually get some early access to stuff here and there and get random free crap sent to me, which is really nice actually, because I get some really, really cool stuff. However, I also just get access to a lot of their betas, and I got access to the Overwatch 2 PvP tech alpha or beta or whatever they call it, and I just I've installed it and I have not any chance to play it. Heck, Diablo 2 Resurrected's ladder started yesterday and I haven't even been able to jump into that. Like, I've just been so busy with life. So yeah, I think that I would like to do Moonlord and get the Lucio weapon, but is that really fun content to watch? I don't know, because I'd have to go do the pillars again. So, like, at what point, you know, what do we do next? I think that there's some good in going back and killing a bunch of bosses and getting a bunch of gold. We could do the Martian Madness event. We haven't done Duke. We haven't done Betsy. I could do Betsy, potentially. I don't know. I probably should be able to do Betsy, but there's nothing I want from her other than just I'll check it off a list. And this particular series is not necessarily all about checking everything off the list. So at that point, it's like, well, what do I do? Do I go do that content or do I farm this stuff out? Because I do need the stuff from the pillars anyways, rather than buying it. I think that's what we do. I think we go. I hate to say it, but I think we go and do that because I need to make the wings as well. And it should be fairly simple to go kill the, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I'm going to open up our piggy bank. It should be fairly simple to go kill the lunatic cultist. And then from, oh my goodness, you're on my piggy. Oh my goodness, guy, you're on my piggy bank. Yeah, I don't got a lot of money. I also don't have a lot of buffs. I have just enough money to potentially get the normal a combination here. 7, yeah. Cool. All right, let's go do that. Let's go kill. What was that one? Combination FX, tank range, summer combination, seek buff. Oh. Maybe I should be using that one instead. It doesn't matter. Okay, let's go find the lunatic cultist. Hello, nerds. Let's buff up. We're just gonna kill through these real quick, right? I feel like our little tracking weapon is going to be stupidly good. Oh, do I not have? No, I do have the mouthpiece on. Okay. I didn't know if it was just not tracking because it wasn't tracking or because it didn't like me. Either one of those is a potential case. We are doing so much damage to this boss. It's insane. Oh, I'm also taking more damage than it's worth. Can I bring him down here so when he does his little clone? I've almost already killed him before the clone. All right, here we go. Hat thing, this one, right there. Yeah, that's the one. Bring him down here. Finish him off. Bada bing, bada boom. I guess it really doesn't matter where we go first. This is the solar one over here. Maybe we do the solar first. I'm gonna clear these out. Probably gonna be a lot of jump cuts today. We'll see. I've already died once to this. But it does feel like it's going a little bit better with the Sage's Lament. I think this weapon is super duper good, but I just hate this event so much. I don't know what to do with this. I'm just... This is my life for the next like 30 minutes. I finally killed the solar pillar. Oh my goodness, I died 10 times doing this stupid event. That's with all of our new armor too. And I buffed up for most of it. I wasted so many buffs. Thankfully, the Alchemist Charm was doing a pretty good job of being like, hey, I know life sucks right now, so here's a free buff. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank you so much. It really helped. Okay, let's get these. And let's get the heck out of there. I don't like that area at all. We got a bunch more of basically everything here. And I think because of that, we're going to be able to make our shooting star thing. So let's take a look. Yeah, there we go. Shooting star turbo tuba. So we got just enough stuff for this. It's jagged. So this is this replaces our wings, which that's cool. Wow, that's actually some pretty nice flight time there. Like that made us go really high with that thing. All right, I'll take it. That's a huge upgrade. I really wish, you know what would make this sting slightly less? Just slightly. If it gave you gold when you killed these stupid things, right? Wouldn't that just make it a teensy bit better? Because then you're just like, well, at least I'm farming gold. Right, that would be kind of a nice little thing there. Do I really want that one? Not particularly. It's so expensive. I'm gonna get a couple of these. I like those thorium combinations. Get a couple of those, a couple of these, which I don't have the gold for, because that is my life. All right, what are we up to next? Let's do Nebula. This one is a lot easier than the solar was, especially with this weapon. I feel like I'm just kind of cruising through here. At this point in the solar one, I died like 3 times, so yeah, it's a pretty big improvement. Another one bites the dust. This time I haven't even died. You know what? That one was not bad. Again, if it was giving me gold, I would sit here like AFK farming this. Not AFK farming, you know what I mean? Like just like farming it for a while. That wasn't bad at all. I dare say that I mildly enjoyed that one. All right, so we're getting all sorts of stuff. Now where do we go? Vortex Pillar. That one may not be bad. Stardust Pillar. Probably, it might be the worst one of these, the two that is left. Let's go try it. Let's try to get the paint out of the way. You know what? Also not going very poorly here. This is fairly manageable. The insane damage that we're able to output, plus the fact that we get so much inspiration, means that I can just sit here spamming things and not really worry too much about, you know, what's coming at me. Minus this thing. Oh my goodness. Got up in my face. Trying to keep as many buffs on as I go too. It does help quite a lot with the damage. But like being able to just like one-shot a lot of this stuff is pretty nice. And it's kind of like I don't have to think much about it too, because a lot of this is just auto aim. You know, relatively. Like I still have to aim in the right direction, but it's this is not bad. I can see myself dying on this one though. I got laser beamed just right out of the air. Someone a couple episodes ago had a good suggestion. I don't remember who it was, so I apologize for that. But I remember reading the comment going, oh yeah, I like that. And it was one of those times where I was out and about, so I wasn't able to respond, unfortunately. But what happened was, man, I got really bad hiccups today. That's not where I wanted to go. What happened was I was complaining, you know, about the event and that. What would you do to change it? And someone said, well, maybe if there were like a boss attached per pillar, and it was less about killing enemies and more about like there's a cool unique boss fight that you do. I like that idea, and I think that would be a cool mod thing for Terraria to change it. For I think it's a big ask to develop a boss. Like, you know, we don't get very many over the last few years. Like, I mean, yeah, we got Queen Slime and the Empress of Light and, you know, stuff like that. Like really cool additions. And if you want to and you know, even the deer clops, I would say. And if you wanted to make a boss that was like that, that was as good, that was well developed and designed and balanced around, you know, all different manner of setups, like that's hard to do. It takes a lot of development time. Anyone who's worked in game development would tell you the exact same thing. Bosses are really fun to do, but there's a lot of factors that make it difficult, you know, on top of the fact that, like I said, you have in Terraria, you have so many different potential setups, and you don't necessarily have to make it balanced around all of them, but you have to make sure that, you know, like a summoner is able to kill it, or a mage or a warrior and stuff like that. So you gotta make it so it's not entirely unfair to those classes, and playtesting and iterating and adjusting on that it's a long process. It really is. You'd be surprised how much time goes into that kind of thing. And because of that, like adding 4 new bosses just for this event, just to lead up to the boss, would be really cool, but not something I foresee, you know, the actual developers happening. And they want to move on to their next game. I get it. Like I'm not asking them to change this. Just remove it. No, I'm kidding. I think if you were going to be a mod developer and you wanted to invest the time into that, then that's really fun to do. And I think you would get a lot out of it. It might be, that weapon is so annoying, by the way. You might get a lot out of it, and it might be really fulfilling to sit there and make 3 really cool, like, unique bosses that lead into the Moonlord. And then at that point, the person also said, like, it would be a good justification for making the Moonlord better, and I totally agree with that. So yeah, I think that's a cool idea. I think that would work really well, doing the boss thing. And maybe even where you have, yeah, like dudes that you kill to get the boss to spawn, but it's not nearly as much as it is now. Like you could take down the amount of things that you had to kill by 75%, 90%, and it would still feel cool. And it wouldn't feel tedious like it does now. Like you just saw me, I was there for a while, just talking, doing that. Oh, big worm out of nowhere. So yeah, I think that's a valid thing to consider, is the boss idea. But on top of that, and this goes back to what I was saying about the iteration, you should consider this, especially if you're, you know, a budding mod developer and you want to get into Terraria modding, or maybe you are a mod developer and you're like, you know, I like the ideas that are being thrown around all willy-nilly without any justification. Then I think something to consider, and I'm not entirely sure many mod developers do this. I think Calamity does a pretty good job of it, but when it comes to Thorium, I've actually noticed this is a weak spot, which is considering holes. And I don't mean that in a dirty way. I mean, you have to consider the holes in gear that different classes have. And like I said, balancing a boss to be doable by all classes and not like significantly harder by one or another means that you have to look at the gear that drops, you know, in a pre-existing scenario, like doing these pillar bosses, for instance, or doing any other modded boss if you're developing it. And you have to consider, okay, well, what at this point in the mod can the characters reasonably get, and should be expected to get. I think there's 2 different things there. There's what could they potentially cheese? That's a fun thing, right? Like back before 1.4, being able to get meteor armor really early as a mage or just crush it, which is what we did in our Calamity Mage series. That's fun, right? Not necessarily doable anymore, and some of that is a little exploitative, but what can you potentially get? What can you reasonably get? What should you be expected to get? And then balancing kind of a little bit around that. You know, you should have a relatively difficult time with a boss wearing what you should be expected to have at that point, or what you expect, you know, average players to have at that point. But if you balance around that, then you have a situation where, you know, if you get the cheesy thing, then it's going to be a lot easier for you. But that's what getting the cheesy thing is all about, right? That's the point of being able to get something that is very difficult to get. Maybe it's a really rare drop or something like that. It's like the equivalent of going down into the underground hallowed, and within your first like 1 or 2 kills of those little like teleporty dudes in hard mode, you get a Rod of Discord just like right off the bat in hard mode. Like that makes a lot of things a lot easier. But again, what are you expected to have for these boss fights? Like in normal Terraria, you're not expected to have a Rod of Discord. It's nice to have, but none of the bosses are balanced around that or changed around that. It makes things easier, but that's not an expectation. So there's a little, game design talk here, but I think Thorium doesn't do a great job of this. And when I get to the end of Thorium, probably next episode, honestly, is likely to be the end of the series. I think that's something I want to talk about. Is I feel like the mod is got a lot of holes in its gearing, and for that reason, there are some classes that do really, really well, because between Thorium and just vanilla Terraria stuff, those classes are able to gain stuff that makes them reasonably powerful, but then they reach a point where they're like all the other classes where, like the Bard at the beginning of hard mode, just felt so weak. I just didn't have anything that I felt like I could be using. And that's unfortunate. That's not what you want. You want I didn't die during that, did I? That's pretty good. Especially considering I was just rambling on like an idiot. Yeah, I feel like you should have a lot of stuff there to be able to potentially get and help out every single boss fight. Like you should have a reasonable amount of stuff that you're dropping. And I think that there are too many gaps in gearing in Calamity, unfortunately. That's just my opinion. I feel like based on the other classes I've played in Calamity as well on my own, it feels that way. It feels a little not great, right? Combinations. I have a tank combination. Let's buy a battle. I don't have enough gold. Don't have enough gold. Can I get a Discord one? Probably not. Well, in that case, we're probably not going to get very far into this. Does have 11 minutes left on him. I don't got nothing else I can give. So we're just going to wish me the best of luck here. Ah, I died. I got caught by a double laser. Oh, well. I didn't need to kill the Moon Lord. It's not a priority. I just wanted all those fragments. I've actually been recording a while. Man, did you know those pillars takes too long? And that's the thing. Like, I think I would have much less of an issue with the pillar event if you killed 90% less, 85% less. Like, that's probably my ideal change in a short-term, easy thing. Just like, hey, let's reduce the amount that you have to kill these things, because it's a little ridiculous. Let's not do that. Let's put this in our stash, right? If it'll open up. I need money. That's like our big thing here. So let's deposit all of that, right? Then we need to go to, I don't remember what it was called. What was it called? Primordials. Doomsayer's coin. Okay. Let's get that. Boom. How many of these can I make? Oh, it's only 2 of each? Oh, thank God for that, huh? Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so how do I want to make some money? What's an easy boss for us to kill? Maybe Golem, but I don't have a teleport over there. Maybe we just use what we got. And where do I even want to fight? Probably over here. Oh, you guys again, huh? All right, let's see what we can do. Here, let's just try it out. Okay, there's 3 of them. Cool. Slag. Cool. Okay, okay, the fire guys first. Okay. I've never seen this boss before. I have no idea what I'm getting in for. And the music is a little loud. I'm gonna have to edit that post. Little loud. Good, but a little loud. Oh, get out of mine. Jeez. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this way down. I'm gonna have to like shout just to hear myself talk. It's really, really loud. Okay, then we got the green dude. I got nothing as far as inspiration. What the heck? Get off my booty, you know? What was up with that? I guess I need a Rod of Discord, or the potion at least. All right, so they're cool. We need money. That's gonna be our big thing here. Maybe I should sell some stuff, go to the jungle dungeon, the jungle temple, and I don't know, sell or kill a bunch of stuff and then sell a bunch of stuff. That's probably going to be the best way forward. Why is it that when we want to do the golem that we don't get like anything spawning, but the moment that we come down here to like, or when we want to do golem, we get a bunch of crap. Like there's like hundreds of things spawn. And like I don't have an opportunity to breathe here to even summon the boss. And then when I don't want to do golem, or I don't want to like just sit here farming and I want to farm the enemies, nothing. Not a one. I did get myself the rabbit foot, which is going to allow us to potentially get some more weapons. Weapons? Money. Wow, man, I'm really tired. You know what? That's the thing I want to talk about. I'll tell you what. I'm getting old. So we went to Culver's today, the wife and I and the baby. Culver's, if you don't know, or you don't live in the US, or maybe you live on the West Coast. Trust me, I never knew about this place until I moved to the East Coast. It's like it's a fast food, like burger area, burger joint, but it's really good. But their thing is they do their ice cream with custard, like real custard. Their ice cream is really, really good there. And they've got these like at Dairy Queen, you get the blizzards, like they're really thick and whatnot. Well, Culver's has a thing called the cement mixer. And it's just super duper thick ice cream, like really good ice cream, but super duper thick. So I got one of those, a double cheeseburger from them, and onion rings. And I don't know what happened, man. I'm getting old because it knocked me on my butt. I ate all of it and I went into like immediate food coma. It's not something that I ever do. I've never had an issue like that before. It was so bad. I was so tired. Man, I'm getting old. If a little bit, see what I mean? Why is there so many enemies here all of a sudden, like where there wasn't before? I don't know. Yeah, what it is. I've never gotten fast food before and then just got like thrown on my butt because of how tired I got after freaking eating it. Maybe that's a commentary on maybe the food isn't the greatest for me. Okay, I think I got enough gold for potions and stuff because I killed those couple mimics. Had a bunch of gold in them already, which was nice. And then we obviously killed the. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think one of the mimics did a big old drop for me, which is nice with the lucky foot. Okay, sell that stuff so we can talk to nobody apparently because he's hiding behind my loot. Can't talk to somebody when the loot's in the way. I'll get rid of all this. It's nice because this is like quite a bit of extra gold. Oh, we got another power course from somewhere. I didn't think I had an extra one in my inventory when I left. Apparently I did. Okay, so what we can do is get combinations. We can get a bunch of potions here. So like tank combinations, battle combinations, thorium combinations, you know, the usual. We can also go get a Discord potion. No, not from him. Where is it? Is it under Calamity Mod? Yeah, it is. So we need a couple of those. Perfect Discord potion. Unique Explorer's potion. What? Allows to teleport on cursor position by hotkey. Behaves exactly like Rod of Discord. Non-calamity buff potion. Something got updated, I think. That's probably maybe what it is, because this potion definitely looks different. Interesting. I also want to just check the calamity thing, or not the calamity, the thorium vendor stuff. Yeah, nothing's changed there. I have killed a couple things, but it's not giving me anything. All right, that's fine. I think what we do is now that we have our buffs, we go and try the Primordials again. And if I need more money, I can always go kill Golem 100 more times.